Hey guys, it's May and my trusty sidekick.
Old Vinny is here. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon at 2 live show. Glad to have you guys with us today. If you are new here, we are May Made It. Everything you see used in the show today can be purchased in our online craft store at www.maymaymadeit.com. We missed you guys. We had a long week last week, but glad to be back with you today. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you be a part of this community. We have a good time together. We encourage one another. We lift one another up, and we focus on crafting, not everything else going on around the world. So anyway, please give us a thumbs up. Vinny the video is what we call that. We'd love to have that and appreciate you doing that for us. Today on the show, there's some big stuff we're going to talk about. Some last minute details on a couple of things that are coming up in the real near future that you're going to want to be able to take advantage of. So you don't want to miss out on any of that. Tamitha, the queen of the links and the shepherd over the flock out there, making sure you guys behave, is in the chat, and she's along with us. And we appreciate the hard work that she does to help make May Made It what it is. May, what you going to show us today? It looks like a new stamp set.
It is a new stamp set, but we're going to play today. So I made this for our sample, right? And I latticed this background, and I'm in love with this. And I think you could do this for a lot of different things, not just a lattice of a pie. I think you could turn it into a lot of stuff. And I thought, you know what? I want to show y'all my little trick that I did to make it work because it was easy. But then I thought you could use the same trick and make it in a smaller version and then cut it out with a die in the shape of a pie. Wouldn't that be cute? And then you can still use all your little pie sentiments from the new stamp set to go with it. So I'm not going to try that today. Don't have time for that one, but I'm going to show you this one. So I've done some prep work. So let me show you what I've done. Give me 1 second. There's something else I want to show y'all, but I cannot find it. Let me see if Tamitha just helped me. She did just help me. Is this what I was looking for? Yes, it is. Okay. Let me show y'all this because I'm a bad May. Okay. I did not read all the details to be able to tell y'all about this event that you might want to be a part of. So give me just a second. This that I'm showing you on the screen, can you see it on the screen, babe?
Yes.
Okay. This is Cricut. This is Christmas Craft Week, and it's put on by Makers Gonna Learn. Okay. And the link that Tamitha has been sharing is this. So many of you guys have asked me about doing scan and cut classes. If you know me, you know that I use my scan and cut as fancy scissors. That's all I use it for cutting out, like scanning images and cutting them, cutting out stamped images, cutting out printed images, and using it for SVGs that I load into it myself. And I also like the stuff that's inside the machine, but I do not use the workspace, the Canvas workspace. I do not use that. And a lot of you guys want me to teach you scan and cut. Well, I don't use the workspace, so I can't teach you that, but I can show you how I use it. And this is where I do it. The sweet folks at Makers Gonna Learn reached out and asked me if I'd be a part of this. And I was like, I'd love to, but I don't use my scan and cut for all the other things. And they're like, that's okay. Do a video how you use it. So I have done it in this event. This is November 3rd through the 7th. You can get your free ticket right here. Okay. It's 5 days. There's 10 instructors. There's 20 crafts and $2,000 in giveaways. And this is, it's time to actually make your handmade holiday dream a reality. So join us for Christmas Craft Week, where you'll get the inspiration to spark new ideas, the education to master new techniques, and the motivation to finally finish projects you'll be proud of. And mine is not a finished project. Mine is more how to use the machine to your advantage. So you'll be learning about the scan and cut the way I use it. Okay. So if you want to sign up, I'm just showing you all of this. Get your free ticket here. Here's your instructors. I'm always nervous to see what picture they, that ain't bad. That's okay. I sent them that picture, so we're okay with that one, right? I wish I had a cute little Christmas hat on. Somebody had a Christmas hat on, I thought. Should have. Okay, so there you go, guys. If you want to get in on that one, all you got to do is go over there and get your free ticket, okay? There's a lot of other classes happening, a lot of other instructors over there, and I think you'll love it. But if you're wanting to know my take on the scan and cut, that's where you get it from. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my scene back. There we go. Okay. Got it?
Georgia said, did they ask for money from you?
I think from me, no. But I think the free ticket gets you something. I don't know. I should have clicked the button. I don't know what all you get. Click free ticket and see what it is. There may be like a charge for more things, or like, I don't really know. Like I said, I had to wait for Tamitha to give me that link to be able to show y'all that. That's how bad I am. I'm so bad. So grab it if you would like to be a part of that. And it may not be something you're interested. Oh, it's free. May not be something you're interested in, but it might be. So are you interested in this lattice work? I think this is so cute and so fun. Also, how stinking cute is Sylvia? Can I tell y'all a story behind the stamp set? We made this pie 2 years ago. She designed this little pie. I promise y'all 2 years ago. We have been sitting on it and sitting on it. And then like a year ago, we went, let's do the pie set. And she made this one. Like, this is how it went. We made the little pie thing. And I'm like, I'm not ready for the pie set. We're not ready. It's not working. It's not working. And then when it was time for a fall craft, because we like to do kind of foodie stuff in the fall and thankful stuff, you know, she said, what about the pie? And it's so funny how this works. I was not okay with these like 2 years ago. And then she showed them to me and I went, those are stinking cute. Why have we not done those? She's like, I'd never delete anything. That's what she tells me. I never delete anything because of you. So I love this so much. And this, after having the two pies, she added the little fruits and the whipped cream and the little berries right here, which is so stinking cute. And then she did all the cute little sentiments. And I think y'all saw this if you saw the reveal yesterday, but I'll tell you, sometimes you just need a whole pie. Don't you though? May your day be sweet as pie. Hope you're feeling better soon. I love that one. And then you, my friend, are sweet as pie. And then any way to slice it, I'm thankful for you. And then happy birthday, sweetie pie. So I think these are super, super cute. And I had fun doing this, so I wanted to bring you along. So let me show you my prep work, okay? So I cut these strips. And I'm going to give y'all a tip. Y'all know I'm full of tips, right? I'm full of tips, okay? Here's what I want to tell you. This is my opinion. You guys tell me what you think, okay? If you want your projects to feel like more professional or less handmade, which I don't know why you'd want that because handmade is what we do. But if you do, there's something about not working in equal numbers. So there's something about not working in quarters and halves and 3/4 and wholes, right? When you go into eighths, which I know you guys don't love eighths, but since this was me doing it, I didn't stress about it because I don't mind them. But when you go into eighths, it changes things, okay? And I want to show you what I mean. This strip you see right here is 5/8 of an inch wide. That strip, it's not 3/4 and it's not a hole, it's 5/8 of an inch. And that space between is 3/8. There's something about that makes it not look like a grid and makes it feel more like pie, maybe? I don't know. So when I tell you these numbers today, that's what you got to know. These are 5/8. And by the way, this was from my scrap bin. I don't know how long they are. Let me look. These are 10 inches long. Okay, so I obviously cut them off of something, right? So these here are 5/8 inches wide, and I just cut as many as I could get off of a scrap. We'll talk about how many you need in a minute. This piece is my template, and I cut it 3/8. That's what this one is, 3/8. So working in the eighths, okay? Then I cut, and I actually did this from, oh no, where's my frame? I know she cut me a frame. Didn't Shannon cut me a frame? That little white piece? Or did you not get it back from her? Would you look on her desk and see if my little white frame is on her desk? Remember you handed it to her and said, white one, please? So this die, let me see if I have it close. I probably do because I just used it. Here we go. This die that I used is this one. It is the stitch scallop rectangles from Dress My Crafts. And I think we have like 3 of these in store, okay? Not many right now. So if you want to grab that, you can. I'm going to pull one of these out. This is an extra that I had, and I'll show you. When you cut this die that I used, I just bent that a little bit. This is what you get. You get that inside piece and this outside scallop, okay? I think I have a white scallop. I think she cut it, but she might not have. And if she didn't, we know what it's supposed to look like. Okay, we know what it's supposed to look like because I have it on this card. This is the white scallop edge. So this red one is white. That's what I used here. Okay, so let me show you what you do. This is that inside piece. And if you don't have that die, I'm going to tell you what size this piece is. Let's lay this down. This guy is, speaking of eights, 3 5/8 by 5. That's what he is, 3 5/8 by 5. But you can size this to fit your card, okay? So let's say you're making a card that is, let me grab these guys so we can use them as reference. Let's say you're going to make a card that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, okay? you would want your scallop to be no bigger than this one. Okay, so your scallop edge will be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So whatever you've got for that. And then you'd want your red layer to be probably one less than that. You want your red layer to be something like this, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so we can get this kind of layer out here. All right. So just so you can kind of see the idea, just work your way back to your lattice. Your lettuce, no, your lattice. No one wants lettuce. We want pie. If I don't put these up, I will lose them. So I'm going to get up there and put them up. Okay. So here's how I started. The first thing I did was ink, and it's a lot. So let's get to inking. I should have inked these ahead of time, but I didn't. I'm going to bring y'all along with me. So this color I'm using is Sand Dune from Versaclear. And so that I don't have to fight it, we're going to put it into here. So it'll sit still for me. And then I'm going to have to work to the edge a little bit, but I think y'all can handle that. Now, here's what I did, Kay. I started out doing this whole, this is how we ink. And then I started doing this. I didn't want the middle. I just want the ends, the edges to be colored, you know. So I just started doing this up and down, up and down, up and down. And it was much quicker and much less taxing on my wrist. Don't worry if you get a little, like I just lifted that up, it's no big deal. But you just want this to have a little bit of color on the edges because that makes it feel baked. Now, if you bake like I bake, you might want a darker color. If you want this,
I can't say anything about that.
If you want it to feel realistic, you might consider using, I don't know, let's see, if it was a distress color, it would be, what's his soot color? Something soot.
Charcoal.
No, what is y'all tell me, what is Tim's soot color? What is the name of it?
How's retirement going there, Clack? You know Clack's retired when he's in every live show.
When he's got nothing better to do but watch me.
Got nothing better to do
black
than to
soot,
watch
that's
us.
it. So if you cook like I do, you might want to use black soot. But if you buy your pies from Pies by Mike and you give them as a gift, do it like this, baby. It'll look like you know what you're doing. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Also too true. Too true. So this is what I did. Up and down, up and down, up and down, just like this, just like this. And this is how we cook it. He's working on May orders. I'm glad.
If you don't know, Clack's making your name tags for Craft-a-CROPolis.
And their coins that they collect.
And your coins, that's right.
And the coins. Did we order boards? We might need to order boards. I don't know. That's a Shannon question. She's not here right now. But he's getting us ready for Craft-a-CROPolis. I'm so excited about Craft-a-CROPolis. Oh my goodness. Y'all, Shannon's been working on the kits for the Make It Go Round. So I picked out all these projects and it's so funny. I'm going to tell on her, and it's not telling on her. It's really telling on me. I was over there today and I said, how's it going? Because what she does is she makes a sample of all the little things that I picked out, and then she starts putting the kits together. So I walked over there and she said, this one, no one's going to want to do. She just looked at me like, no one's going to want to do it. I said, really? It's real cute. I'm not going to tell you what it is. She said, no one's going to want to do it. She said, and I know you. This is going to be that project that is hard to do, that has to be folded and people are going to cry, and you're going to make it my project. And I said, Shannon, if you think they're not going to do it, we're not going to do it. She said, I don't want to teach it and they're not going to want to do it. I said, okay, we won't do it. So now we have to find another one. But it's so funny. She said, I know you're going to make this be the one that I make everybody cry on. I said, we won't do it. So we're hoping you don't cry.
Shannon's a good person to make people cry.
No, Shannon is good at meticulous and I'm not. So when I give her the meticulous projects, people tend to enjoy that better because she's so patient with it. And I'm not patient with meticulous. I don't want to do it. So. But I'm excited about Make It Go Round. It's going to be fun. We've picked out 12 really fun projects. Vinny doesn't know what he's teaching yet, but I do. We've already picked it out. Because Vinny will be teaching and Vinny will be doing one. I think I'm doing 3. I think Missy's doing 2. Brenda's doing 2. Shannon's doing 2. Is that it? That might be it. I don't remember.
They only get me once.
They only get you once.
Wow.
We thought that was enough for you and them.
Probably so.
We thought you'd be happy with that. Now you want to know what the Make You Cry project is? Every time, who's taking the Shannon? They're always like that. We always make Shannon's project so hard. And she said that. She's like, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is going to be my project. She don't want to do it. And I'm not going to make her do it. I'm not. She works too hard. But the other projects are super cute. And what we tried to do is we tried to come up with projects that would be like useful for you for the year. So if you're coming to Craft-a-CROPolis and you're doing Make It Go Round, it's projects that you'll want to make for the holidays or like to put on your table or to give out or to decorate your home with. We tried to make it things that you could really use this year. And honestly, we tried to make them fold flatty. Like most of them will fold flat because you're traveling. So we really tried to think, could you travel with this? So I think it's going to be fun. I know y'all are like, please stop talking about it. Only, there's only so many that can go, but it's going to be fun.
There might still be a few more seats left.
There are definitely Make It Go Round tickets left. So if you're coming, you do want to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's some really good projects. So if you're coming, sign up.
Oh, yes,
Brenda, you
I think you can.
We're really lucky this year because I'm doing Make It Go Round and we're doing demos and things like that. We have gotten more space than we normally do. So we can extend. We won't sell out crop tables. We might sell out Make It Go Rounds because that's limited, but we won't sell out crop tables. Patty, I'm counting the days you're here too. We got a sweet gift from you today and I'm going to share it Thursday night. I'm not going to share it today, but we got a sweet gift from you and I appreciate it very much. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Looks good, don't it?
Does.
I want to get into it, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till Thursday.
The snackies.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got one more to do. Stacy, you'll have so much fun. It'll be an every year event for you. I promise. If you've come to Craft-a-CROPolis, you know it's well worth it. We have too much fun. And I'm a little nervous because I wanted to ask y'all this question. I don't have the ability to do a Craft-a-CROPolis at our normal location in the spring because it's going to be being renovated, which we love that. And we should be back in the fall there, no problem. But if I could have a small, I know some of you guys, it's your twice a year thing and you look forward to it and I don't want you to miss out on it. If I could do a smaller one, would you be interested? If I could find the location to do like we're doing this time, but smaller. I think we could cap 60 people. I could find that somewhere. Clack, start thinking. We need a place. You know places and your wife knows places. We need a spot where we could do it. I might not could do 60, but I could do, there's places I could get some folks in. If you guys would like for me to try to do a smaller version somewhere around, we will. And I know how much y'all love it because I do too. We look forward to it too. All right, here's the thing I want to tell you. Once you've done all that inking, please wipe your surface. I cannot tell you how many things I ruined while I was doing this because I didn't wipe my surface. And I don't recommend this. This is the refill for my sanitizer. And my sanitizer has been refilled, but it's over there where I can't reach it. Can you reach it behind you? It's behind. You see where it is? Right there, darling. I'm sorry. In front of you. Behind you, but in front of you.
I was going to say, there's a lot of difference between where that's at.
That's not behind you. I got to show y'all. I refilled it and look at the bubbles. It looks like glitter in there. Isn't that pretty? Is that just me that thinks that's pretty? Can y'all even see it? There it is. Look on the sides. I think that's so cool. Anyway. Okay. So cardstock. Now, I would suggest taping this down because it gets a little wobbly. It's not too bad, but the more you hold it down, the better. Where's my tape? So I'm going to take a little bit of yellow tape and I'm just going to roll it and put it behind it. I might even put it in two spots. One here. No, I recommend refilling your bottle. What I was saying is I don't recommend using that huge bottle, but what difference does it make really, right? I just think you would put too much on your surface. You would waste it. You would use it too much unless you're not like me and addicted to hand sanitizer. This is purse size for me. That's how bad I'm addicted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mitz cannot stand my addiction to hand sanitizer. Cannot stand it. Okay, so look at that. We're taped down. So now I can do all this number. Remember this piece we got? This little piece is 3/8 of an inch. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to take one of your little strips. Maybe not this one because I did bend that one pretty good. Take our little strip And what I want you to do is establish the first one. And it doesn't really matter where it goes. All you want to do is try to be the same distance from here and here. I don't want to go right to it. And some of you guys might be saying, just go corner to corner. That's another thing. When you're playing with like the rule of thirds, if you go right into the middle, you're not going to get the same feeling as if you offset a little bit. You just get a different feel. So I'm going to move away about 1/4 inch. And I'll tell you something, if you need to, there's no shame in this game. Okay. If you need to take a pencil and a ruler, and you could use your glass mat, but if you wanted to come right here and maybe make the mark, and I didn't do quite 1/4, I went a little bit shy of 1/4. If you need to do that, that's perfectly fine. That's why we have tools and pencils, right? Then here's what you do. Okay. Let me get my glue going. I didn't even test it. All right. You're going to put a dot of glue here. Okay. And you're going to lay this in from one corner to the other. Now, I got to tell you something. There's a tip right here. I'm going to show you in just a second. Okay. So I'm going to lay it from one corner to the other on my little pencil marks and glue that down. Now, do you see how little I hung over right there? And you see how much I hang over down here? I did that on purpose. I'm sure this is going to be enough, but like I said, I didn't know for sure how many. So I'm going to be using some of these pieces that are hanging over the edge. So that's how we do the first one. That's how we establish it, okay? Then we're going to take our 3/8 inch piece, and I'm telling you, taping this guy to your surface makes this so easy. We're going to put a little glue here, okay? We're going to take another piece, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to butt it up next to that 3/8 inch spacer. And the next thing I want to tell you is, look how much I'm hanging over, just barely. See that? You have to hang over a little bit, but I don't want to hang over too much. And also don't get froggy right now, because this stuff right here, you're only gluing it in this tiny space and it'll wiggle on you if you're not careful. Okay. So now I'm going to lay this guy over here. You don't have to go back and forth. It's just a habit. You could just do all the way and then all the way. We're going to put some glue here. Notice how I'm not putting like a whole line of glue. That's important because we need to lattice this.
In other words, you're going to run other pieces through it, and you don't want it to take down solid.
That's exactly right.
Initially.
That's right. You could, now listen, if you prefer, you could tape these down to your surface, do your lattice. I just felt like that was a little much. This works, and you don't have to do all that work, you know? Go. All right, so another piece here. Glue here. Get that. Oh, see how I wiggled it? I got froggy. I told y'all not to get froggy, and then I got froggy. All right. Then in this spot, you could literally just cut a piece off from that's hanging off the edge and do this little corner, but I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to do that because I've got enough. All right. So you see how it's going? And our little spacer's working great. This guy's a great tool. Y'all want to hear something? In the quilting world, they make rulers in these widths on purpose for this kind of stuff. We need that in our world. That's like really neat to have these spacers. And I have one that I use for when you're sewing a seam, it lets you know 1/4 inch away versus 1/4. It's cool. It's cool. All right. So let's pick this guy up. You just got to make sure you're putting your inked sides up. And like I said, if you use black soot, like I really should have, if I wanted this to be a real representation of my cooking, it'd be easy to see. Poor Vinny.
Poor Vinny, nothing.
Have to eat my burnt food. Okay, so I'm going to slide this in. Pick up my tool.
I think it's more not that you burn food. It's that your fear of food being done.
My fear of poisoning you. That's the truth.
It's the issue. The fear of it not being done.
This is my fear of poisoning my family. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Okay, here's what I did. I laid this down like this. I'm going to be able to get this piece somewhere up in here. I want it to be over this one. I don't know why. I just do. I randomly said, I want this lattice to live over that piece. I think it'll be pretty. So that means I'm going to tuck it under this one and over that one. Okay, so I'm over the one I want to be over. Then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to use my pokey tool because if these pointers, if these guys were pointy, I'd use them, but they're not pointy. So we're not going to use that. I'm going to use my pokey tool. And I'm going to lift this guy up like this. Did you ever make a real lattice pie, anybody? I tried one time in home ec. That was enough for me. I do not want to do it again. Okay, let me show you. I don't need to go down here because it's going to lock me up. So let's leave that one out. And let's slide and see where we can go. And we'll go as far as we can go. And don't worry about this. We'll fix that in a few minutes, okay? So I'm going to get to go pretty far. I'm going to go about like that. And then I'm just going to leave that there for a minute, okay? Then I know I've established my first one. So I know I'm going to go under here, over there, under here, over here. Now, go back to your tool. Go back to your spacer, okay? Lay that spacer there because we want this to match. So I'm going to push this if I can. And this is where it's stopping me. Where that glue is, where that one's glued down, I'm just going to make it lift. Come right here and lift it until I can get there. That's all I got to do. Lift it till I can get there. We're going to glue everything back that comes unglued. All right, I want to go a little bit more. There we go. Now we're in there, okay? So when I lift this up, you'll see we got that perfect spacing right there. That's what I wanted. Let's take another piece. Let's take another piece. And this time, I'm going to be over, under, see it? So I'm going to go here, like so. I'm going to lift this one up. And then I am going to be able to go under this guy. Maybe, because the way he's glued down, I might not be able to. I may have to lift him and place him different in a few minutes, but we'll deal with that then. Let's get our spacer in. This is why I just tacked those down. All right, that looks good. I'm not gluing anything yet. I'm just placing. Now I'm going to go under that one. No, I'm going to go, is that right? Yeah, under this one. Ooh. This is just like when you're latticing a real pie. Very hard to know. Oh, I got this one upside down. There we go. All right, we'll get our tool out again and we'll check our spacing. And I'll check my spacing again before I start gluing too. So let's check. Okay. Then our last one is going to go under this one, over this one, and under this one. I don't think I really have to worry about the rest, but we'll just let it lay down. Because I don't think that's even going to show. Okay, so you see what we got going there. That looks pretty good. Now check everything. Don't worry about this. We're going to edit this in a second. Doesn't that look like pie? Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And another thing, that rich red cardstock underneath, that is some Echo Park. One of the reds, one of the solid reds. It's so pretty. All right, now here's what I did. I took my glue bottle, clean that tip off. If you don't, you're going to have glue everywhere. Clean that tip off. And then I just went underneath where things touched and put some glue, just to start the lockdown process. This is not the final process. This is just going to start it. So I'm just sliding this under where I can, putting a dab of glue. Oops. I squeezed before I lifted that up. And I'm going to wipe this again because I don't want to carry glue everywhere like I'm doing. Anywhere I can apply glue just to put it down. Push that back under there. Let's just see. We just want things to sit. This is also why it's good to tape your back piece down. All right, I don't think I got anything sitting down here. Let's go under here. Let's put that back where it goes. Let's go under here. Sit that down. Let's go under here and sit that down. Even though I'm going to cut some of this away, it's better to just tell it to sit still. Just get it to sit for a few minutes for you. Now this one I need to edit. So I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to pull this little guy out of here. And I am going to have to lift him off of the page, like release his glue. That's fine. We're going to glue him back the other way. He's the only one we really have to do that big of an edit on, really. The rest of them are going to be okay. So that's going to go down, and then this is going to go up. And then we can seat that one too. Okay. Now up here, we got to do a little edit. I need a piece to go under here. So I'm going to cut a piece off of these because I used everything. So I'll go down here. It's a pretty long piece. And I'm going to see if I can feed this under and if I have space. I should be able to just feed this. I'm going to have to lift that one. No big deal. We'll put him right back. Go. Place this where he needs to go. And then I can put all that down. And we're right in business. And my favorite part is when we cut all this excess off and we get to see our work. I love that part. Let's get some glue off of here. All right, so I'm kind of tacked down. It really does look like I cooked. I did not. I would not cook for you. Trust me, you would not want me to. All right, I'm going to lift a little bit now. See how I can lift? And I'm going to go under here and tack some down by doing that as well. So I tacked my lattice together. Now I'm just coming through and tacking it down here and there. And if I lift on this side, I can get under here, do some tacking. The more tacking you do, the less you have to do later. All right, let's see what we're feeling like. Now I'm going to pick it up off of the surface. And I feel like we have enough tack down to get us started. Don't lose your yellow tape. You can use that again, like 150 times. Okay, so I'm pretty tacked down. Let's do some trimming. This is my favorite part. You're going to cut right to the edge. Now, when I did this earlier, nothing fell away that shouldn't have. Let's hope the same thing happens here. Let's hope I tacked everything down well. Go. Get these out of the way. Next one. Get these out of the way. Y'all just want to see me flip it over. That's the best part. That is the best part.
You have a question from Facebook.
Okay.
I'm going to read it just like they said it. So hopefully it'll make sense. Anna asked, May made it, which version is the best to get for the scan and cut?
I don't know. My two are very old. I don't have the newest version. This is my answer. Y'all want to say it? Everybody's already saying it, aren't they? You should get the newest.
The newest technology that you can afford.
That's it. The newest technology you can afford, because it's going to have all the bells and whistles you want. I mean, get the most belled and whistled one you can afford. My scan and cuts are old. I have like I don't remember, was it a 125? I don't know. I have that one and I have a 2 something, DX2. I don't know. Look how cute this is. How precious is this?
You've had it for a lot of years.
I have. And even when I was teaching that class.
We bought that one, the newest one, when we were in Verbena.
Yeah, but even when I was teaching that class with Makers Can Learn, I'm like, this is an old one, y'all. Like, I'm using an old machine, but it does what I do, you know? It does what I do with it. I always say, though, always buy the newest technology you can afford in anything, in computers, in cell phones, in anything, because it'll be the most up-to-date for you, and it'll work the longest for you in the long run. Because when there's updates and firmware updates and things like that, you definitely want to have one that'll last a little while for you.
So, speaking of that, why do you think people get so upset about updates?
I don't know. We were having this discussion at lunch. I don't know why. Yes, I do. Okay, let me say.
I mean, because I can even remember you not wanting to upgrade your iPhone or update your iPhone whenever an update would come out?
It depended. Now, why do I not want to update iPhones?
Are you afraid you'll lose something?
No. That was back in the day. The reason I don't like to update software now is if it's not software. My phone, if it isn't better than what I've got, there's no sense in spending the money. Now that I've skipped some updates because of that. You know,
upgrades.
Like upgrades,
yeah.
upgrades, not updates. My phone updates automatically now, so I don't even know that it's updating.
Yeah.
But I will go, wow, this is new.
The part that makes me angry is when it updates, it typically erases all my passwords.
Well, it shouldn't.
A lot of times it does. Now,
well, we need to figure out what that is.
When I sign into an account,
it's probably a setting we need to work on.
The password ain't there no more.
Excuse me. We were talking at lunch. There's a video I want to film. I'm just going to tell y'all. I want to film this video. Maybe I shouldn't tell y'all.
I didn't say that to let the cat out of the bag.
Maybe I should. I want to film this video. I want to film a video. Y'all tell me what y'all think. So I'm very skittish of this stuff. Drama sales, and I don't do drama. I'm not doing drama. If I do drama, it's going to be like The Secret is Out or something like that. I'm not doing real drama. But drama sales, and people watch drama. But here's the thing. And I've seen a lot of people upset about the new Cricut upgrades. And I'm like, this upgrade's real good. But people are so quick to go, updates. But I'm like, this is a good update. And so I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to do a video called Why It's Okay to Love Your Cricut and Why It's Okay to Love the Updates. Because at lunch, I said to Vince, do you remember, and he does, do you remember when I had that first Cricut machine and I loved it because I bought it. I bought everything because I loved it. It wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do anything. It would cut paper. And half the time it didn't do that right for me, right? And I remember the frustration I had with it. But I told you at lunch, but I was sold out. I bought it all because it could do what it said it would do. But listen, because it would do what it said it would do. It didn't lie to me. It would do what it said it would do, but I bought it. So then I got to thinking, because I'm working on Cricut Boot Camp, right? And I got to thinking, do you guys have any idea what we could do in Design Space when it first came out? Nothing. We could do nothing. There was very little things you could do, but we were thrilled because it was just something we could do. These updates that people get so upset about, and I've said this forever. If you take any of my classes, this is me. Updates are exciting because updates mean we get to do new things. Like I remember when you couldn't upload your own images. I remember when you couldn't upload your own SVGs. I remember when we couldn't pick 50,000 fonts, just boom, just like that. Like all of that stuff is because of an upgrade. And that's why I want to do a video going, it's okay to love your machine. I think there's so much drama around the updates that people are afraid to say they love their machine. I'm a little afraid to say it. I'm not even looking at chat right now because I'm a little afraid to say I love the updates because I think it's the unusual to say that. I think it's more normal to say, I hate this machine and I hate these updates. But without those updates, you couldn't do stickers. You couldn't do offset. You couldn't curve a font. We couldn't curve a font. You know how we used to curve a font? I think I have a video showing you on your canvas to take your letters one at a time and put it here and then use the rulers to put it here and then put it here and then put it here and then put it here. And now we just go curve. Like there's so many things. What'd Clyde say? Oh, he loves his machines. I am the person who would say to you, do not be sad about upgrades. Be glad. Don't you love an upgrade? I mean, different upgrades, right?
Okay, Debbie asked, can we buy the class after you do it?
No. Here's why. Because of upgrades, here's what I've decided. There's some really good stuff coming too. I've been watching a lot of videos. Like, I don't know if y'all know who Ashish is. He's really, really good. He's their I like Ashish. I've had a really good relationship with him over the years. He's always very honest and forthcoming with me. And he's the CEO of Cricut. And I was watching his latest video that they do some videos on their channel and stuff like that. And he's talking about stuff that, you know, updates that are coming and things. And I'm like, it wouldn't be smart. It would be unfair of me to allow you to purchase this class after it's over with, because there's going to be updates coming out probably before I do the next boot camp. And I would hate for you to buy a boot camp that's really not, it would be outdated.
But they can buy
Hey, hold on, let me say this. I'd hate for you to buy a not upgraded boot camp.
But they can buy it and watch it after the fact.
No, not letting them do it.
Oh, you're not. So if
Mhm.
they can't participate, you don't want them to buy it.
No, because I'm telling you, if they buy it like, I don't know, a week, a month, whatever later, it's not going to be
No,
appropriate.
no, that's not what I'm saying. If they buy it now,
Yeah.
will they still be able to watch it later?
If you get in boot camp now, it's yours forever.
That's what I thought.
You get in now, it's as up to date as I can do for you, and it's yours to keep forever. You will always have the links. You'll always be able to get the links. But I'm not going to let you buy it after 8 a.m. on Thursday morning once we start. But that's because I don't want you to watch it later and have spent money on something that's not where it should be. I would be afraid of that. Back in the day, I could do that and put videos out. I mean, I could put those videos out and they would be, what is the word I'm looking for? Accurate? It's not accurate. Maybe it's accurate. They would be accurate longer because updates came. You still had updates, but they weren't as large as we're getting lately. And so I could make them, I could let you buy those classes and they would go for a while. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to have, I want to do them always up to date. So what I would love to do, Vince and I were talking at lunch about how to do it because I feel like there's a lot of you using the machine and I had kind of stopped putting mine on camera. Like I stopped doing it with you guys. And I don't want to take away to do it. We're talking about what we can do to make it better for everybody with Cricut. But I want you to love the machine and be able to use the machine as accurately as possible and not feel like you're paying me for outdated information. That's what I was trying to say. I want it to be up to date, not outdated. Does that make sense? So what I would like to do is do boot camp about 4 times a year because I think that would work. Anyway, I know we weren't talking about
the latest update is included in this boot camp. Let
me tell you what, when we go live at 10 a.m. Thursday morning, I will be sharing with you the most. Actually, I'll be showing you every single day because we'll be doing it live. If an update happens while we're there, we're going to learn it together. Like it'll be the most updated Cricut class I can do. And I'm going to tell you something, okay? If you have not seen the new update, you want to take this boot camp before you get back into Cricut. It is different. It is not bad. And it actually, if people think about this, is what I told Vince, because I think ahead. What they've done is allowed them more room for more upgrades. And I'm going to show that to you. This is a theory, and I'll tell you when it's a theory. But it looks like, to me, they are making space for things that are coming that they didn't have space for before. Not that they're taking anything away. Nothing's gone away. Things have moved. Just like when you organize like your pantry, and maybe you have like all your canned goods laid out like this, and you're like, this is taking up too much space, and you have to consolidate your canned goods in a way. That's kind of what's happened. That's why it didn't make me sad. I'm like, something's coming. They're making room. Anyway, that's just me. So
this class is available on the payment plan, right?
Someone told me it was, but I don't remember. Terrence, relevant. Where was that when I needed it, right? I couldn't get that word out. Relevant.
I believe, Debbie, it is available for you to make payments.
Timothy can probably tell me. Yes, Timothy said it will. Hey, y'all want to make the pie together? Shall we make a pie? The way I make pie? One that you could eat? No, don't eat this.
You got some stuff to show, so you need to pay attention to
Can I not make a pie first?
Oh, yeah.
Where's my scissors? There they are. Do y'all ever wonder this? Do you ever wonder how, if you're right-handed, I'm just going to ask this question of my crafty friends, because I'm sure this don't happen to you. Okay. I'm a right-handed person. How do my scissors get on the left-hand side of my desk? This is a real question I have. This is a real conundrum that I deal with in my craft. How do my scissors and my ruler and all of that end up on the left-hand side of my table? I don't understand it. Let's make a pie. I don't understand it. Ooh, can I show you another tip? Look what I did. I've shown you this before, okay? So Shannon and I make the samples, right? So what I did was I took my stamp set and I peeled that plastic piece off and I taped it onto my Misty. See that whole stamp set? And the reason I did it is because when Shannon and I make samples, we don't really know what we're going to be doing, but we don't want to open multiple stamp sets. Either we have one stamp set that we share. So this is what I do. Not all the time, but especially when there's coloring. I just stamp them like I stamped it on Craft. I stamped it on white. I stamped it in Memento, and these are done in VersaFine. These are done in VersaFine. That way, if I want to color, I grab this one. If I want to use, alcohol marker, and that may mess me up today, but we'll see. And if I don't really care about that, it's no big deal. But I love this because I have all of my sayings that I can use. I have all of my stuff, and I don't have to, take them all off of here and stamp them one at a time. Now, if you're going to do SVGs, it won't work the same. If you want to use the SVGs, you've got to stamp onto your shape. So that would be different. But you can do the whole stamp set on your SVGs too. I have a video showing that too, but that's not for today. But I thought I'd show y'all that. Why? Because you might be like, why? How did you get those? Did you print those? No, I stamped these. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in here, and we're going to take this crust part of this pie, and we're going to cut it out because I'm going to paper piece it. Ever since you showed us how to glue dot the whole stamp set. Yep, you can glue dot it. I used that washi because it was handy, because it was close. And I don't use washi as much as I use yellow tape. Isn't that crazy? So I decided it wouldn't be wasteful for me to use washi. How's that for thinking? I decided my yellow tape was more important than my decorator washi tape. That's funny. Who else would agree with me about that, right? Okay, couple things you can do here. I'm cutting away the crust, leaving the pie base there. I'm not going to stress about the pie base. Fa la 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 la. We need fussy cutting music. You know how they have like thinking music on Jeopardy? We need fussy cutting music. Can you give us some?
Well, I probably could, but we'd probably get a strike.
We probably would get a copyright strike. Probably would. Boom, done. There's that one. Okay, and then, hey, and don't throw this one away because you can use that too. That's why I set it over here. Okay, now I'm going to get a white base. Get this guy. Actually, let me show y'all something I think is really cool. Do this first. Grab a maca. This is where we're going to have some issue because I'm pretty sure this is I'm not sure because I cut away what it was.
Your cousin Stephanie said hello.
Hi, Steph. I don't know if this is going to smear. It might, and I apologize if it does. Let me just do this. I thought this was fun. Watch this. You don't have to worry about none of that up there. I think we're okay. I think we're good, except that I wrote on myself, and that's not fun. I don't like writing on myself. Fortunately, I have my friend hand sanitizer to clean that up. All right, so now I can cut this out. My friendly hand sanitizer. Now, I'm going to keep the whole pie this time, but the best part I love is I don't really have to pay attention to the edges up here because I really don't want them to show. And I don't want them to show anyway. So I'm going to cut kind of messy and kind of inside the line and not stress about it. But I am going to cut the pie base clean because it's going to show. What does Kathy say there? Read that.
I find that stamps don't always line up the same as the Cricut cuts them. Georgia,
SVGs,
the class is strictly on
Design Space.
Design Space. So Design Space applies to all of the modern machines.
Okay.
In other words, the ones that don't use cartridges.
So cute. I love this little pie. And I did the red because here's what I thought. If I had a casserole, first off, if I had a casserole dish that was buffalo check, that would make my day. Secondly, if it was like buffalo check texture, but you could see the color of the pie through it, like if it was glass with like etched buffalo check, I'd love that. And I think that would be so neat to see the color of the pie through it. Okay, now, wait a minute. I did put this marker on the left-hand side. Do you know why I did? Because my markers live on the left-hand side. That makes sense to me. My scissors live right here. How do they get over there? I still can't figure it out. I need to put a camera on my desk and see how many times I move stuff over there. That'd be interesting.
She's saying that the
Wrong
SVGs
pen.
Don't line up as they are on the stamp set.
You mean if you cut the whole thing or if you're cutting singles? Yeah, if you're cutting the whole thing, they're not gonna. Like if you cut the whole thing out because, and I may be answering the wrong question, but I'm gonna say, because stamp sets are 4x6. And in order to do an SVG, we have to put a bleed around it. We have to have that space around it. So you can't stamp this directly on. And Sylvia also doesn't usually lay them out exact. Sometimes they're laid out exact, but they won't line up to do them like directly. You do have to line them up yourself. All right, y'all know this trick, memento pen. Memento? memento pen. I sound like I said pimento. This is our pimento pen. There we go. We just made a pie. We just made a pie. What I don't have is a trim. But I should. Do you know why I should? Because this belongs to a trim.
She brought that back to you yesterday because I remember her doing it.
That's what's so interesting. This came from that die. There should be a trim here. Should I check the left-hand side?
You probably should.
If it's over here, I will crack up. Let me see if it got under. Could it have gotten under my glass mat? Doesn't make any sense. But left-hand scissors don't make any sense either.
You guys want to hang around because there's some back in stock products that you were gonna want to see.
Just found that under my glass mat.
Oh, a glue pen.
Yep, a glue pen. Where?
Where?
There has to be one. There
you
has to be
seeing that?
one because she cut it out.
Wait, is that it? Pick it up again. Is it brown?
No, it's white.
What I saw was brown. Never mind.
Is it on the floor? Is it stuck to my shirt?
All I see is berries on your shirt.
It's a very cute shirt. Okay, I want y'all to imagine. Should I try something else? Should I? No. Should I? No. Should I? Yes. Yes, no. Should I?
That's up to you.
It's not going to work. I didn't have that sitting right, obviously. I can't show y'all. I was going to try something else. Okay, so this would go like this. And she cut this for me. So this is what I used to do my little tablecloth. It's not a
Hey,
tablecloth.
that's what she told me. That's what you had me tell her to cut that
No,
thing
but
in
she
your
cut
hand
the
right
big one.
there.
I know she cut the big one too because I wouldn't have that one if she didn't. This is what I had her do for me for my tablecloth. And let me show you another trick. If you have some of this kind of tape, and you know this one cuts both pieces, but I want to use it as a solid. Do this number.
Dolores, I watched T-Hawk growing up.
Me too.
It was my papa's favorite show.
Hee haw haw haw. Oop, I didn't do that one well. Let me peel that off. It's probably going to bring some with it, but that's okay. Okay, so that's how I did my little tablecloth. I just glued that together. And then this goes right here. And my little tablecloth was on an angle. And somebody said ink the pie. I did ink that pie. I think you can see. I did ink that one. I just forgot to do this one. We'll do it. I will tell you, if this is stamped with pigment ink, and can I know that? I think this one is. This black is probably going to move a bit because pigment moves pigment. So I'm just going to do a little bit. And I even inked the bottom too. I thought it needed it.
Now, I will admit, BJ, that I tried to avoid Lawrence Welk as much as I could.
I didn't. I loved it. Of course I did.
But I enjoyed Hee-Haw. But I was a musician, so I absolutely loved watching Roy Clark play the guitar because he was just a master.
Okay. Then I took a white pen and did little white dots right here. And on this one, I did a lot of dots. You see all those white dots? I'm not going to do that today. That was a lot. Let's do some different ones. Let's do some in here. So we can like frosting. It is so quiet in this place today, isn't it? It's because Shannon's not here. We're usually yelling and talking over the thing. So then I put that. I did all this on foam. I tied a little ribbon around my little piece here, and I did a sentiment. Kind of cute, huh? I love this lattice situation. And here's what I think, okay? I think if you did these in 3/8 of an inch and did them 1/8 of an inch apart, so you did this strip in 3/8 and you did your space 1/8 of an inch on a piece of cardstock, and then you took a die, a circle die, and you cut that out, and then you took another circle die around it, it would look like a little pie. Wouldn't that be adorable? I think that would be so cute. And you could use all these little pie sentiments with it. And I do want to try that eventually.
Kathy, you said you hated Hee Haw because those ladies didn't hardly wear any clothes. Can you imagine what they would look like if they was on today?
What a difference, isn't it?
And you just think about that. I mean, that was in the 70s, and you know, they, compared to what things are now, those ladies were dressed very modestly.
Let me show you. Somebody asked about their gel pen. Let me show you a trick, okay? And this may sound silly, but this is the trick. When you write with your gel pen, you cannot press down super hard and think you'll get a better result. You actually want to a little bit hover and move the ball. Okay, you don't want to press super hard. What happens is when we press super hard, we're almost like compressing the flow of ink, because there's a little ball in here that stops the ink from just flowing straight out. And all you want to do is push that ball back. Like, I wish I could draw it. Let me try. Not with this pen. I'm kidding. I'm gonna draw over here.
Kelly, the weather here today is in the mid to low 80s with a pretty good little breeze.
Okay, I know this makes perfect sense. I don't even need to explain this. I know you're going to look at it and go, oh, thanks. That makes sense. Okay, see this? All right. This is ink up here. All that's ink. This is the tip of your pen, and there's a ball in there, okay? That little ball, when you write, has to be pushed up out of the way for ink to flow. But if you push too hard, you end up compressing it so that it shuts where the ink flows from. Because, you know, the ink flows from a nib, not a nib, a this, okay? So what you want to do, I think that helps, because what you want to do is when you use this guy is don't overpress. See how much ink I can get out? By not over, I'm barely touching the page. I'm just letting the water, the ink come around that ball. And that really works. Does it make sense when I say it like that? But watch, if I press too hard, in a minute, it won't be the same. See how thin that one is right there? Little tiny dot. That's because I was pressing too hard. I hope that makes sense. And it works the same with your white, any gel pen, your white one especially. Because people who struggle with their white pen, it's a lot of times because you're pressing too hard and you're pushing the ink away instead of depositing the ink onto the surface.
Deidre, when are you coming to Clanton? Every time we come to Texas, we get to see you, but we don't ever see you on this side of the country.
What's everybody doing? Let's see. Practicing with my gel pen now. Try it, Kim, and let me know. Just don't overpress because you'll shut it down. Another thing, and everybody doesn't love this, and you don't have to do it, but the fantabulous Christina Werner, who is where I learned about white pens, she says, and you can see I did it, use your finger and the heat of your finger to get your white pen rolling. Let me get my finger up there where it will. To get your white pen rolling, then go to the page. This pen just wants me to push that. The crazy thing about this one, if you guys have this one, the crazy thing is I can feel that ball moving when I touch the page. I feel it move out of the way. And that's when I get the most ink. And honestly, I don't get the most ink from it here because I don't push the ball out of the way. You'll feel it. If you have these, we sell these in a 3-pack. They're the Papermate Inkjoy bright white gel pens. You'll love those because you can feel it get out of the way.
Joanna, you need to sign up for the boot camp and you'll understand how to use that Cricut and you can take it out of the box. Kathy, we come to Texas, not near as often as we want to. Our kids live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and we come to Arlington, used to come every year to Decorators Warehouse. So
I miss Decorators.
One of these days we're going to get to go back.
Joy, we don't do dies for our stamp sets. I give you free SVGs that you can use in your electronic cutting machine, but I don't do dies. So I don't have dies for these. Okay, back in stock. Ha, ha, ha.
That was one big announcement that I didn't want you to miss.
Oh, I thought you weren't ready for me to make it.
No.
Actually, we have this back, but what's still coming? We had some boxes that didn't show up yet.
Well, the extra glue bottles should be coming. Now, they may be in that came. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
But we only got part of our shipment. So we have some more coming. I think they're supposed to be here tomorrow.
Look at Linda's comment. This takes me back to our lunch comment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is the best tool ever. It is so, so good. If you don't have one, you need to get one. We do need another decorators tour. And I'm the one that needs to tour it for you. It's me that needs to film it. You may get one. Okay, listen. We don't have any free time in October. November is not free till like mid-November. And then the end of November, the Texas kids are coming here for Thanksgiving. So it doesn't really make sense for us to go out there. It really doesn't. But it doesn't mean that we might not try to squeeze it in to make sense, because they've got a lot of things happening in their life that we want to see and be a part of.
Yep, they've bought a new house.
And so it would be a good time to go to decorators, and I would love to go to decorators with Addie and Emmy, with them being this age and Christmas. You know, you remember the video from last year of Emmy when I watched it over and over again when she just turns around and it's so cute. Anyway, I would love to go back. Love to go back. It's time to go. All right, so this is in. I think all of these are re-ups, but you're going to be excited. So here's the little cabin. Now, the mouse is on his way. Amber told me that she went ahead and ordered the little mouse. We didn't realize when we ordered these, the mouse was a companion. I didn't really mind that because I really just wanted these pieces that go with it, like that little mixer. I've got to play with this. Look at that little mixing bowl. I've got to play with this. I'm aching to play with these, okay? This one is the little sled in the trees. We really were getting it for that, and I didn't think anything about we had to have the mice. So she's ordered the mouse. And the mouse, from what I understand, I think there's two. Let me see. Big mouse, big little mouse. Okay, so I think there's a big mouse and a little mouse that work in these. Because like this one is little mouse. This one is big mouse. But look at that palette. I love this palette stand for all the things you could do. And then look at this one. Ugh. Love this so much. Love it. So those are back. Oh, this is cute. Cute and Whimsical by, I don't know how to say her name and I don't want to mess it up. Let's just do that. It looks French, and I've been trying to do a lot of French because we're trying to name that French baby that we get on Friday.
Donna, when you say, do you have just the tips or lids?
That's for the glue press. For the
Can
glue press
we order
bottles?
those separately?
Yes, we may have those in stock now. We don't order.
I may have messed up because I didn't look for that.
We don't order those from My Sweet Petunia because they're from Nuvo. Because the bottle is Nuvo. We order those from a different company. Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the Magic Blue glue stick that I don't want to open it because it's not mine. But when you use it, it goes on blue, and when it's dry, it's clear. This is pretty cool. Mr. Pen. I'm not opening this. I can't. Oh, do I have mine right here? That would be so handy. Okay, this is the Mr. Pen, y'all. We brought in the Mr. Pen stuff.
And y'all bought it out like crazy.
You bought it out that night. You bought it out that night. So I haven't even replaced everything yet. This is what we have replaced. These are the metallic markers. Look how pretty. Let's get that piece of paper back over here. Look at these metallic markers. And I'm going to bring that up to the light. Sometimes my lights blow it out where it doesn't shimmer on camera. Oh, you can see it a tiny bit. I don't think y'all are going to be able to see it. There it is. Do you see it, the shimmer? A little bit of a shimmer. It's hard with all these lights. You think the lights would make it better, but it usually doesn't. And here's the colors. So here's the metallic ones. And I think I may even have one still out of here. But aren't they pretty? Look at those colors. So pretty. So those are the metallic markers, and they come in a box like this. So we have those back in stock. This right here flew off the shelf. These are the transparent sticky notes that come with the pen for the notes. This flew out the door. Grab this. Even if you just want to get different transparent notes, let me show you. Hold on. These flew out too. This is that pack of transparent notes. Can you see the colors on the side? This is the colors of the transparent sticky notes. This is the pen that they recommend you use with them. And when you get these sticky notes, I want you to read this, okay? This tells you how to release them. You kind of want to do them like you do command strips, because if you do this or this, you can leave the sticky on this side. You want to pull it where the sticky stays on. And I think they teach you that. I think there's a thing in there that teaches you that too. But this is the stack of all the pretty colors. This one is called, what color is this? I don't know. How do we know the difference, Sam? Do we know? what these are. Anyway, there's those two. Then, look at this Mr. Pen set. Now, these are pens in this color. So they're like, they're not felt. What do they call them? This is the journaling set. They're not felt. And these are the sleek, are these highlighters or markers? See, I don't know.
I think those are highlighters.
No. Yeah, these are the pastel gel. So the pastel gel highlighters in this set with pens. I'm going to keep showing y'all sets so you can kind of compare. This are gel highlighters in these colors. Look how pretty these colors are. This one and another one I think I saved for myself. Now I'm not even sure because they're already out. This is so cool. And I've got mine right here because I'm taking it home. I'll open it this way. This little guy right here, look, it's a sticky note set for your Bible study. Your memory verse you're working on. These are some of those transparent little notes. And then this one, look, and you can put notes and put the date and put this in your Bible. Isn't that cool? And it comes like this. It comes flat. But look, it's in like a little Bible study notes book. Isn't that cute? I love that. This is perfect for your Bible case, whatever you carry your Bible in. Did any of y'all get that Bible bag I told y'all about? I want to know what y'all think. I really love mine. I can overfill it. I told y'all it's big because I've been making it pretty heavy at church. It's got all my Sunday school stuff in it and all my Bible study stuff in it, but it's kind of heavy. Then this is back. Y'all loved these kits, and I understand why. It's a really, really cool collection. This kit is, I don't know how to know what the kit is. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because everything's a little bit generic on their packaging. But check this out. This kit comes with all of this. So you get, and I'll open this up so you can see, you get these highlighters, which are traditional highlighters. And we did put these, we have a Bible out front. By the way, if you're coming for Craft-a-CROPolis, go ahead and pick your verse. We have a Bible out front with highlighters beside it, and we're asking you to pick your favorite verse and highlight it in the Bible, because I just think that's so cool. I want to see everybody's verses. So be getting your verse ready. This, I want to say, is pens. Let me pull this out. You get one of these, you're all set. Not cute. Whose Bible bag has wheels, and how brilliant? These are the gel highlighters. These are the ones that won't bleed through. They remind me of wax, but they say they're gel. They don't bleed through on your Bible. And then this is one of the transparent pens, the pen for the transparent sticky notes, because this collection comes with them. Comes with magnetic markers. I mean, say this, bookmarks. And it comes with some scripture cards. And it comes with all of their stuff, I think. Most of their stuff comes with a little mustache sticker and a note, which is very, very sweet. A handwritten note, obviously, because Mr. Pen, right? A thank you card. This one comes with Bible tabs and this bag, which I love this bag. Look how cute this bag is. It opens up for you to put all your stuff in. I think that's amazing. I'll open it. And I got to show you something else. See that? But look at this. You're going to love this. This one is back in stock. So there were two different collections. One of them might be out of stock, but this one is back in stock. We need to check it if you don't see it. But there were two separate collections. I do remember that. What makes them transparent? Let me see if I have one over here that I can open for you.
On the magnets, are you talking about the little circular magnets, Kim, or are you talking about something different? You said the magnetic disc. That's the little circle ones, right?
A disc is a circle, yep.
Yeah, so they should be on order and should be back any day. I think we have a shipment coming.
Are we out of magnetic disc? We bring those in by the hundreds. Are you sure?
Well, she just said they're out of stock.
Well,
yes, that is something what my mate calls an evergreen product. We try to keep that in stock all the time. So if we are out, they'll be back very soon.
If you get this one and it's packaged suspiciously, it's because I did it. Let me try to find a transparent sticky note for you. This is the one that sold out. I don't want to bring that one over because I don't want anybody to be sad about it. It may be back because I know she ordered them. Okay, this is the transparent ones. Let me see if I can do it. I'm not real good at this. I'm taking them off the way they say. I'm just not good at it. I just peeled it off and it worked fine. Try it like that. See the stickies right there? It's perfectly fine. See? This is transparent. And the reason it is so you can put it into your Bible and see through it. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. It'll be back. So like, there we go. So if you put this in your Bible, you can still see through it when you put your notes in, which I really like. I really love that. And that big pack of them will last you a long, long time. So you put this one back.
They're not, I wouldn't say they're like vellum. Are they like vellum?
Oh, they are a lot like vellum.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. You're thinking acetate.
I am thinking acetate. I'm sorry.
I know you because you always get vellum and acetate.
I get that confused.
Twisted. All right, one more thing to show y'all. Looky. It's all pretty. I love this paper bag. I mean, how could you not? What's there not to love? What is there not to love? Look at this plaid. I absolutely adore this pack. I want to say, unless we're sold out, we had this in 6x6 also. This feels like a re-up. I love anything plaid. This right here, love this. So cute. I love it. Love this one. There's a lot in here too. You get 2 of each sheet. So I've already gone through. I think this is my favorite one with all the colors in it. You're mad about that plaid? Me too. In a good way. I'm crazy mad about it. This one's called Favorite Flannel. So that's what I had to show y'all today. That's what I had to. I want to ask you a question. If you are coming to Craft-a-CROPolis, are you in our Facebook group? Have you joined our Facebook group if you are coming to Craft-a-CROPolis? That is my question for you. So many dad cards, yep. If you are in the Facebook group, you will know about this first. If you are by email, you will know about it coming up. I am going to be doing a morning devotion. We'll be doing it at 9 a.m. And I picked 9 because that's the time we used to start class. And so I know people can be there by then. And I didn't want to do earlier than that because some people don't like to get up and get around that early. And I'm like this, it's your vacation. You do you. So we're going to do 9 o'clock for about 30 to 45 minutes, a little devotion. And my plan is to do it in the cafeteria area that we have set up for food. If you want to be a part of that, go over there to Facebook and put I'm interested just to let me know how many tables to set. I think we'll have enough tables really, but I want to make sure we have room and I can get everybody together. And I think, and Vinny said, you want me in on that? And I'm like, yeah. So you're going to get me and Vinny in some way. I don't know. I've got a plan for the little devotions. I think it'll be fun. So if you want to be a part of that, let us know on Facebook. And if you aren't on Facebook, you'll get an email coming soon to let you know about it. So.
All right. So there are a few seats left for Craft-a-CROPolis if you want to sign up for it, but you need to do that quick. The Cricut Boot Camp class, you have basically today and tomorrow to sign up for that because after Thursday morning, it'll be closed and you won't be able to purchase it. So if you're interested in the Cricut Boot Camp class, you need to sign up between today and before 9 o'clock Thursday morning or 10 o'clock Thursday morning.
Barbara, I want to say no, but here's what I'll tell you. Some people have all those little adapter pieces that somehow would make this work in there. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say no, that's not going to fit in your Cricut. But then again, when I say some people, there are those adapters that people have. They can make things work.
And then can they still sign up for the Dress My Craft or have you closed that?
Are we sold out on that? If we have any, it will be like single digits.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we have many left, but if you want to sign up for that, it needs to be like right away too, because those kits are going to be ready to go in the mail pretty soon.
I was going to see do you want to look and see? Or is Timothy looking to see? I can look. Let me see.
If you haven't signed up for the Dress My Craft, you need to do it. It's a phenomenal value. You get a ton of
Hold on before you
product.
talk it up.
Oh, that's a good point.
It says I can add it to the cart. So that means something. That means there's at least one in there.
So there's a ton of value in that kit that you get from Just My Craft. Plus you get all the classes and all teaching how to use those wonderful items. You just don't want to miss it. The last one was a huge success, and we had so many people that commented how much they enjoyed it and they wanted to do that. If all of our events, whether they're in person or online, you can purchase at maymayevents.com. maymayevents.com. I'm sure Tamitha can post the link for you for those, where you can get in there and sign up for those classes if you want to.
Tam, you know what? We need to put a link to that Christmas event on there. We need to get with Amber tomorrow and see if we can do that.
Tamitha says we have 8 spots left for the Spintastic. Just 8
seats.
So if you think you want to do it, don't dilly-dally. Get signed up.
You can dilly or dally, but don't dilly-dally.
Don't do both.
You can't do both.
You'll miss.
That'll be bad. You guys, Friday. Okay, so Thursday night, we're going to be so giddy.
Oh, yeah.
Because Friday, he picks up the new girl. He picks up our new baby bird dog. We have been thinking of names. We've been working really hard on names. We still don't know for sure because we don't know which one we're getting yet. It is narrowing down.
The choice is getting smaller. Ooh, excuse me.
We think we have a name for her. We think we do. I don't know. So I've been talking to Bean and trying to, however you tell a dog they have a sister coming. And this morning I was fixing her breakfast and I was like, Bean, we have a sissy. You're going to have a sissy. And I was like, hey, what about Sissy? What about that name, Sissy? Even if she's not named Sissy, she's probably going to get called Sissy some.
100% you'll be able to meet the baby at Craft-a-CROPolis. We always bring Bean over to Craft-a-CROPolis so everybody can see her.
You have to meet the baby. These baby bird dogs, oh my goodness. How old will she be at Craft-a-CROPolis? We pick her up at 10 weeks.
She'll be 9 weeks tomorrow.
9 weeks?
Or when we pick up Friday, she'll be 9 weeks old.
And then I think Craft-a-CROPolis is 2 weeks or 1 week from there.
So she'll still be.
You have to feel, listen, Bean still feels like velvet, but when we got her, I had never felt a puppy that soft, and she still feels that way. You're going to love this little puppy. But I'm thinking Sissy, at least a nickname, because we still like Birdie, but what happened to us is we could see them. Like the breeder has been sending videos, and we've kind of been giving them little nicknames based on their spots and stuff. So we had 2 that we really have been just calling that name. And one of them, the one I really think would have been the one I wanted, got taken by someone else, which I understand that happens. So then the second one we really like, we've given her a nickname, but we wouldn't call her that name. She has a spot on her back that looks like this. And then it looks like a skillet. Like she has a cast iron skillet on her back, one of her spots. So we've been calling her Skillet just to make it easier to reference her. And so we have to have.
And she was gone, or they told us she was gone. But when the person that was buying her got there, they chose a different puppy instead of her. So I don't know. If it's meant to be, we'll get her.
Well, we were thinking, because we like to name them a French name because they're French pointers. So I like to give them a French name on paper. And, Bean is Vincent's Petite Ercovert. I'm not French. I don't say it right. So we're thinking about naming her. What was it today? We got the name, but it was basically
Little Skillet.
Little Baby Skillet.
Yeah.
Little Baby Skillet. So if we get her French name is really, really cute. The way I cannot say it, but it was really cute. And then we would not call her Skillet because we wouldn't. We probably will, it'll probably come out every now and then. But if we get her, we wouldn't call her Skillet. But I do like Sissy. I feel like for Bean to have a baby Sissy. And my brother called me Sissy when we were little. So I think that's kind of cute. He always said Sissy. For the longest time, that was what he called me. So I think that'd be cute. So there's your dog update. You want a Presley update? She's still Presley. Still Presley. Oh, I wish I could show you my phone because that video, I didn't send it to you, did I? That video of her asleep and Bean asleep, they would love to see that. But I have to do it another way. All right, you guys, that is the show for today. We showed you what we were going to show you. Don't miss out on the pie stamp set. It's super cute, and you'll be able to use that a lot. And I would love to see your take on the pie with lattice. I'd love to see how you do that. That'd be neat. Any questions or anything before we go? Where can I get one of your ink board holders? These we carry here. My buddy Clack makes these. So if I have any in stock, you can get them on our website. If I don't have any stock, we'll get them started. Yours won't come with dots and stickers. Those are my added upgrade. I upgraded it. But you can add your own dots and stickers if you have dots and stickers. You can. Before we check it, this is called the Ink Den, by the way, if you're searching it on our site. It's called the Ink Den. And if you've never seen it before, I need to tell you this. It holds 3 different ink pads. It holds the Versaclear. It holds, I don't have them over here. I moved them today. It holds the Memento pad. And it also holds, in this center section, it holds a Distress ink pad right there. So each one holds all 3. So this one can hold any 3, this one can hold any 3, and this one can hold any 3 shaped to fit these little holes. So there you go. Love it. All right. Benny's going to pray for us as he does every time we leave. And he'll be praying for everybody that's watching today. If you have a specific prayer request, we have a Facebook group where there are prayer warriors that will pray for you all day long. And that is called Created in Christ on Facebook. All right, Benny.
Let's pray, guys. Hey, God, thanks for the day. Thanks for this wonderful time we could share together with our community. I thank you, God, so much for each and every one of them, for the sacrifices they make to hang out with us twice a week, and for every other video, too, for that matter. We just praise you for them. We pray, God, your blessings on each and every one of them. We thank you for your protection, for your provision, for you always being with us, for never leaving us or forsaking us, always loving and caring for us. God, I pray for those today that are hurting, those that are sick, those that are struggling financially, those that are having problems with their family, whatever their struggle is, God, I ask that you be intimately involved in their life to heal and make that process better for them. Lord, we love you and we thank you again in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen. Hey, you guys, real quick before I go, if you are a student for boot camp, check your email because your links came out to you yesterday. Okay. So check your email and you'll get another one from us tomorrow. Okay. All right, you guys have a great one. Till next time. Bye now.